morning to all of you. Welcome back to English class. So in the last class already I explained this poem to you. The title of the poem is Alien Exchange. Okay. Today we are going to read this. Okay. So already I explained this poem in the last class. Today we are going to read this poem. So I want all of you to take your New Pathways book. Come on, all of you, take your New Pathways book and turn page number 96. Okay, Alien Exchange. So this poem is about the alien is speaking about a human. Okay, the creature considered the human as an alien, and he was speaking about that the alien exchange. This poem was written by David Harmer. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to read this, so everyone please listen carefully. We have got an alien at our school. He is on an exchange trip. Okay, here the alien is speaking, but the alien said that someone is there for an exchange trip. Okay, the human, you can see in the picture, one boy is there. The aliens thought the human is an alien and they were speaking about him. We have got an alien at our school. He is on an exchange trip. I would quite fancy him. Okay, I would quite like him if he wasn't so weird looking. Okay, if he was not so strange looking, I would quite like him. Just one head, only two legs, and no feelers at all. He hasn't got claws on the end of his hands, and he's only got don't love two eyes. Okay, so the creature is describing about a human, only one head, two legs, no feelers. Okay, no feelers in the sense there is no organ for sensing the things. Okay, that is called as feelers. And he hasn't got claws on the end of his hands. So you can see in the picture that the aliens having claws at the end of their hands. Okay, but we don't have claws, we just have small nails. That's what they were saying. He hasn't got claws on the end of his hands, and he's only got don't love two eyes. Okay, only two eyes are there for us. So that's what they are saying. Now come to the next page. Can you believe that when we first saw him, we fell about? Okay, so when those creatures saw that boy, they were about to laugh. Okay, that's what they were saying. When we first saw him, we fell about. But as our teacher says, we must be thoughtful and respect all visitors to our galaxy. Even if they have got only one feeding system, a breathing tube that is much too small, and horrid furry stuff on their head. Okay, they were saying we have to respect them. Even they are having only one feeding system. What does mean only one feeding system? We have only one mouth and only one nose to breathe. Okay, and we are having hairs. Okay, we have hair on our head. That's what they were saying. The horrid furry stuff on their head. Now come to the next paragraph. Next month, my sister and I are visiting his planet on the exchange. It's got a funny name, Earth. Okay, they are speaking about our planet. Those creatures were about to come to our planet Earth. That's why they are saying next month my sister and I were visiting his planet on the exchange. It's got a funny name, Earth. We have got to stay 2 weeks. 2 weeks that alien and his sister is going to stay here. We have got to stay 2 weeks. Our teacher says we must be careful not to tread on the earthlings by mistake. Okay, what is the meaning of tread? To walk on something. Okay, so not to walk on the earthlings, not to walk on the people, those who are living on the earth by mistake, and always be polite, to raise our wings in greeting, and to put rubber tips on our sharpest horns. Okay, so those creatures are having wings as well horns, so they have to be very careful. That's what that alien is saying. So when we go to earth, we have to be very careful. Still, it will make a change from boring old school, and perhaps some alien will quite fancy me. Okay, that alien considered humans as an alien. Okay, we are thinking that those creatures are different than us, so we are thinking those creatures as alien, but those creatures are thinking us as alien. Okay, so we, whatever creatures which are different than us, we used to call them as alien. Okay, so here you have some meanings. Let me read it for you. Alien, a creature from a different planet or galaxy. Fancy, to fancy somebody means to like somebody. Weird, very strange. Fell about, laughing a lot, laughed a lot. Horrid, unpleasant. Okay, horrid, furry stuff. So those creatures didn't like the hair. That's why they were saying horrid, furry stuff on our head. Tried to work on something. Earthlings, people living on Earth. So I hope now you all understood the poem Alien Exchange. I'm going to read once again, so I want all of you to listen very carefully. Okay, I'm going to read once again, so please listen very carefully. Alien Exchange. We have got an alien at our school. He's on an exchange trip. I'd quite fancy him if he wasn't so weird looking. Just one head, only two legs, and no feelers at all. He hasn't got claws on the end of his hands, and he's only got don't love two eyes. Can you believe that? When we first saw him, we fell about. But as our teacher says, we must be thoughtful and respect all visitors to our galaxy, even if they have got only one feeding system, a breathing tube that is much too small, and horrid furry stuff on their head. Next month, my sister and I are visiting his planet on the exchange. It's got a funny name, Earth. We have got to stay 2 weeks. Our teacher says we must be careful not to tread on the earthlings by mistake, and always, always be polite to raise our wings in greetings, and to put rubber tips on our sharpest horns. I'm not looking forward to it much. The food looks awful and the sea is dirty, not to mention the air. Still, it will make a change from boring old school, and perhaps some alien will quite fancy me. David Harmer. Okay, that's it. So, this poem is going to be a memory poem, only the first four lines. Okay, only the first four lines you have to memorize it. So, I want to read once again only the first four lines. We have got an alien at our school. He's on an exchange trip. I'd quite fancy him if he wasn't so weird looking. Till looking. Okay, till weird looking. The first four lines of this poem will be your memory poem. Now I want all of you to take your English note. Come on, students, all of you take your English note. Let me give 5 synonyms. Okay, only 5 synonyms. So I want all of you to take your English note to write down the notes. If you're ready, let's get started. First of all, write today's date. 6. Take a fresh page and write. Okay, don't continue in the last page itself. Take a fresh page in your English booklet and start writing. 6/1/2022. Poem 3. Poem 3. Alien Exchange. ALIEN, alien. EXCHANGE, alien exchange. Have you all completed? Now come to the next line. Roman number 1, synonyms. synonyms. Meanings, okay? Synonyms. Number 1, weird. weird. Weird meaning very strange. very, very. strange. Weird meaning very strange. Tread. tread. Tread meaning walk. 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 Number 3, horrid. horrid. Horrid meaning unpleasant. unpleasant. Horrid meaning unpleasant. Number 4, awful. awful. Awful meaning very bad. very, very. bad. Bad. Awful meaning very bad. Furry. furry. Furry meaning hairy. 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 Okay, that's all. Now come to Roman number 2. Memory poem. memory. Memory. poem. Memory poem. In the bracket you can write 1 to 4 lines. So you should start from we have, and you have to complete it weird looking. Okay, weird looking. The first 4 lines of this poem will be your memory poem. I hope you all completed this. So if you are done with the writing works, listen to me. Let me give a reading practice of synonyms. Point 3, alien exchange. Synonyms. Weird meaning very strange. Weird meaning very strange. Tread meaning walk. Tread meaning walk. Horrid meaning unpleasant. Horrid meaning unpleasant. Awful meaning very bad. Awful meaning very bad. Furry meaning hairy. Furry meaning hairy. Okay, so that's all for today. I want all of you to thorough this portion, synonym as well, the first 4 lines of this poem. Okay, so that's all. We can wind up our class. Until we meet again, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.